Hello and welcome back to my bedroom. So it's 1:30 a.m. right now, and I decided to film another makeup tutorial because I made my college decision today, which when you see this video it'll probably be like a couple days ago. But yeah, I'm celebrating by doing that, and the look I have planned for today is kind of like a Bird of Paradise inspired uh, whole colorful story on one side of my face, and the other side of my face is just going to be like a normal, your everyday look. So let's see how this goes. I have my base makeup on, so we're going to start with eyes. And that's not usually what I would do. I would probably start with something else, but I'm going to take my white liner. And what I want to do is make my eye look like it's pointed downwards and that it's a lot bigger than it actually is. So yeah, that's kind of what I want the white liner to look like. Um, you can see that I got some on my eyelashes, which is annoying, but we're going to fix that later with, mascara. And basically, now the white of my eyes continues a little bit downwards and just makes it look a little bit bigger. And I will line this with some black and some eyeshadow, and I will be back to do the rest of my face. Okay, I know I look a little spooky, but I just kind of lined the white part with brown gel eyeliner, and now what I'm going to do is just map out where I want the eyeshadow colors on my face. And I want kind of a gradient from pink to blue, so like pink, orange, yellow, green, blue. And you can see that this has most of the colors that I need, and I'm just going to be, throwing them onto my face. I want pink first, really close to the eye, and I'm going to have to build these up a lot later, but I just want to map out where these colors are going to go first. For orange, I'm going to take a slightly darker, like brick red. I mean, it's kind of orange, and I swear it's going to get better later. Just build up that pink a little bit. And now I'm going to go in with a lot of yellow. I want basically to okay. So I want to look kind of like a piñata is the goal here, but like fancy. That's a good start. And I'm going to add green now, so this is going to be fun. I look like a passion fruit. And I actually want to keep like the pink and orange sections kind of small. So I'm going to build up the green and the yellow and the blue a little bit higher and lower, just like bigger sections of those. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a turquoise kind of shade, and finally a darker blue just at the very, very bottom. So that's the basic color mapping, and I'm going to go back and just kind of deepen up these shadows. Okay, so I've deepened the shadows a little bit, and now what I'm going to do is, since it just kind of looks like a whole vomit on my face, I'm going to add some highlights and shadows to this kind of crazy color that we have here so that it matches, my actual face. Okay, so we just take the white and kind of pat it on like that, and you can see it kind of makes that cheekbone a little lighter, which is nice. I'm going to do the same thing right here, and just on the bridge of my nose as well. And likewise, I'm going to darken up the shadows with some darker versions of the colors that we already added. So for green, I'm going to add a darker green and just contour that cheekbone. We can also add some kind of gold to match with the yellow up here. I don't know if that looks good. Let me check in a better mirror. Okay. We're going to add some dark blue to the forehead area, right up here, and just kind of bring that to the sides a little. And notice how that just kind of deepens our whole illusion and makes it seem like we actually have a face that's painted on instead of it just being like totally random colors. I'm also going to add some more depth to the nose as well as to the eyebrow area. I'm actually going to be doing my eyebrows basically just like this, by just adding the appropriate colors on and kind of fluffing them up in the shape that I want them to be. I'm going to use a darker brown too. It looks like actual garbage right now. Okay, so that's that. And I'm going to finish up my eyes with, you know, liner and lashes and all that, and I'll finish up the other side of the face. But before we do that, the last thing I want to do is take some white liner and add some really like cartoony, bright highlights that kind of make it look like this part of my face is like a comic almost. So I'm just going to do a line like that, you know, kind of like we're dripping wet or something. I'm going to do the same thing on my eye, on my nose, and just kind of a little on the lip. Okay, and now I look fake, and I like that. So we're going to just polish everything up, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I went kind of crazy with that liner, but it was basically to balance out the highlights where I added those like white liner highlights. I also added black liner shadows to kind of complement that like cartoony look. So you can see that one side of my face looks completely fake, while the other side looks a little bit more realistic. And now we're going to just finish off this whole fantasy with some lashes. Applying lashes is kind of the best and worst part, because like it all comes together, but also it's so difficult. You basically put lash glue on the lash, wait for it to dry for about 30 seconds, and then you just like put it on and hope that it stays there. Hope you don't need to fix it, and just kind of like hope for the best in general. And these are going to be my bottom lashes actually. I have bigger ones for the top. I'm just gonna place it on and see how much of a difference that makes. Like, these are some really spiky lashes, so you can really tell the difference and how like that totally changes the way that the eye is framed. Like now you can see that it's an eye. Alright, I'm gonna do the top and then I'm gonna go into the bathroom and show you the whole look. So this is the final look. I don't really know how I was expecting this to turn out, but this isn't that bad. And so on this side, by the way, I just wanted to mention I kind of did like a basic face. Not very well, but there's just like I added a little bit of contour, a little bit of blush, and I put a nice nude color on my lips just to balance out the crazy that we have on this side. Definitely looks like there are two distinct people when I cover one side of my face or the other. So I would say that turned out pretty well. Alright, I'll see you soon.